Okay, so before we continue this test, first of all, let's try to run this test and see if it successfully goes to next page by handling all the buttons and adding to the cart. Okay, so it's now trying to add all the three items. Good. It's in the next page. Excellent. So let me close the browser. And now it's time to enter promo code to get discount. Alright, so there are different attributes present here. And you can actually directly use promo code class name. Let's use that because I'm sure that this is unique. Driver dot find element by class name dot send keys. So this is the coupon which you can apply. Rahul Shetty Academy. Right. After that you need to have this apply button and class promo button. I think this is also unique. So let me try as a CSS. If you want to try it as CSS, you can simply say dot and give the class name so that it will turn into CSS. One element matching, which is a button, which is great. CSS selector, sorry. Right. After you give promo code, you will select it will take some time to display the text, isn't it? So promo code applied successfully. So we should not use any time.sleep. Let's try to use Selenium waits now. Promo info class name, and this should also be unique. So let me try that. Tag name dot class name, or tag name is optional. You can leave it. Right. So one element is highlighted. So now my goal here is to verify whether that specific text is displayed or not. So to extract text, we have to use dot text. And firstly, I want to print it in the output and see if I am able to print or not. Okay. So let's run this and we will definitely run into failures. And from there we will bring out that weights. So it will now add the items. Test failed. Why? This time it did not even enter into promo code. It just failed before even reaching this page. What happened? And test failed on which line? Line number 20. It's not able to identify that edit box promo code. The locator what we provided is 100% correct. There is no wrong here. But problem what happened is, before you actually reach this step after adding items to cart, your Selenium script is very quick and it's trying to identify this edit box. Okay, by the time this page loads, it identified and then it quickly returned error saying that I did not found. So what to do in this time? And even if you put wait here, and next it will fail at this place also, because the text also taking some time. So in Selenium there is a concept called implicit wait. Basically you will set wait for the driver object, so that wait is being applied globally until your test execution is done. So that means that wait is applicable to each and every step of your test file. Okay, so what I will do here, if I say driver dot, there is a simple method called implicit wait. That's it. And you just need to pass how many seconds wait you can give here. But the beauty of this wait is, let's say you have given 5 seconds, right? Now, if the application loads in 2 seconds, now after you add items to cart, when you reach this page, it's taking around 1.5 seconds only. But you have set 5 seconds wait. So that means you are telling to your test that wait until 5 seconds if object is not displayed. So this wait is globally applied to all the steps in your test case. That's why we call implicit wait as global wait. Now, you might have a question. It took 1.5 seconds to reach next page. If object is not displayed immediately, as we have given implicit wait of 5 seconds, the Selenium script will wait until 5 seconds. But if that object is shown up in 1.5 seconds, then it resume its execution. It will just not blindly wait for 5 seconds. Okay, this have an intelligence that it will keep on monitoring the DOM. Maximum timeout is 5 seconds. But if your application is loaded with the required object, what you are doing, then it will just resume it from 1.5 second only. It will not waste remaining 3.5 seconds. It's cool, right? If it takes 1.5 seconds to reach next page, execution will resume in 1.5 seconds, but not hard-coded 5 seconds. If object do not show up at all, let's say if there is a bug in your application, if object do not show up at all, then max time your test waits for 5 seconds, because you are giving global wait of 5 seconds. If you give 10, then max wait of 10 seconds it will wait. Okay, so now let's run this test again and see how that goes. Simple, you just need to add a method called implicitly wait, that's all. In Java you have to write large steps saying implicit wait dot timeout, and you have to write so many steps. But in Python, just one method, and that should take care. Let us see how it goes this time. Okay, so it's trying to add the items, and now it not fail. Even now it's not failing because we asked to wait 5 seconds to see that text. In the 5 seconds the text got loaded, so everything is happy, and you are successfully seeing the promo code applied successfully message in your output. So what if I put 2 seconds only? If I put 2 seconds, I think that will be okay to reach this page and to enter this edit box. But after you click on apply, it will only wait for 2 seconds. I don't think text will show up in 2 seconds. In that case, your test will report as failure. Now it should fail, I think, because that text is at least taking 4 seconds, what I believe. Alright, so it's trying to add the items into cart. You see that? Failed. Gone. Because it took around 4 to 5 seconds, but you are asking to just wait only 2 seconds. But if your application is loaded in 2 seconds, then as I said, it will save remaining it. That's about implicit wait. The only thing what you need to remember is that life of this wait is attached to this driver until all your steps in your test is executed. So for the whole session, this wait will be applied automatically if you go with implicit wait. And we just saw how we test is passed and how we saw output on the screen. Okay. In the next lecture, let's do same example with same code with explicit wait. Okay. And thereafter we will see what is the difference and what to use, what not to use is final discussion. All right. Thank you.